come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. This one complete to Mecole Hardman, finding space at the 40. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The Niners at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Little check.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A give running right is Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Going to be caught here, left side, Moore. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Lance now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Again, it's Lance. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, it's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The Lance going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he gets this one just shy of the... Down at the 39.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space. And comes up with a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Yeah, looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will wound up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 27, Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Okay, great. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Lance throwing on second down. Able to find Gray here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Okay, ready?
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 35. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. Touchdown, 49ers! And nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Mahomes will try again on second down. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. and we'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run with Mitchell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Let's go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Double 38. Cycle.
Working from the gun, Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They run over center with Mitchell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, Ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So it's a win for the Niners here. And it was Trey Lance, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for San Francisco,